I am just enjoying the peace and quiet on the new allotment while cleaning out my greenhouse. But I'm just sat here now, just listening to the birds. Look at that for a view. Been busy digging today. Now stop in for a bit of dinner. Look at that. Beautiful. Once you start to kick these clods down, it's actually quite a nice surface. What an absolutely beautiful day. Beautiful. So now to my bench in my shed. So, that's the view now from the shed. Tractor is doing its work, plowing the land. nice call. It is a very, very windy day. I'm in the greenhouse today, but I was just thinking how wonderful it is to be on well, just to be somewhere. And then you can look across. See if I can do this. Oh no, I can't do it. Why doesn't it zoom in? Ah, there it is. See the windmill? That little white dot. So while I'm tending the land, the bakers are there tending to whatever they do. There you go, that's your favourite plot there. Look at that soil. Beautiful. Raindrops keep falling on my greenhouse. Look at this grape. It's loving it. Loving life.
Yeah. Well, I'll have a look and see if I've got any left on mine. I did have a big pick yesterday, but I haven't got them up here.
I want to take a picture of the flag. I know the wind has stopped.
Yeah.
Mind you.
What did you do? The Riverside Walk?
No, I'm doing something called just relaxing in the shed to let the Jubilee food go down. Then I'll go back in a bit for another cup of tea. Beautiful day. From that little shed down to there is 43. From there down to this stick is 27. From that stick to the end is 29. Blue sky is coming. Filming all afternoon in the rain, finished filming, and now the sun's come out. And I'm thoroughly soaked. Beautiful cosmos, beautiful. The heat, 47. To keep your greenhouse cool in really hot weather, throw some cold water on the floor and it will help bring the temperature down. Hello Richard, I'm on the allotment as you can see, and hell of a job today, cutting down the brambles. Thought I'd give you a quick little update, maybe do one of these once a month. I just find that it's best to pick a job and do it until it's complete, then move on to the next one, rather than being a bit half-arsed about it all and doing a job here and a job there and then you don't get anything done. Like I always say, in life and in gardening, do a little, do it often. But I thought I'd make this video so I could have a little break, to be honest, because I've been hard at it for at least 10 minutes. Anyway, I'm gonna have a cup of tea now, catch up with you later. So from me, bye for now. Hello Richard and Julia, I'm in the allotment today and I'm doing a bit of cutting back of brambles. There are all these brambles all over the place. I've only had this allotment since February, the end of February, so it's taking its time, but I'll like to do a little bit and do it often. So I'm doing this top end today. I just thought I'd have a quick break and make this video for you. So all this needs to come down, all this needs to be cleaned, especially as it's on the boundary with the neighbour, and you've got to keep neighbours happy, because as they say, good neighbours become good friends until you ask to borrow some money. But in the greenhouse, my grape is looking rather nice. Look at that. And got some flowers on the go here. Bit of lupin, bit of honesty plant, and they've loved this heat in here. Bit of cosmos as well. Look at that. They're ready to go out. And a bit of mint. I know I do love little mint. And a bit of a tip with mint is pick it off and put it into an ice cube tray with a bit of water, and then in the winter pop the ice cubes into your soups or into your teas, and then you have fresh garden mint in the depths of the cold winter, and it smells even this beautiful, really beautiful. So I've got peppers in. There's my peppers, looking nice and glorious. But like I said, I've had this plot since February, and there was a hell of a lot of stuff to do. All this grass needs to be cut down, but it'll get done. Just take on a small bit. Like I said, take a small bit on, do it, then move on to the next bit, rather than trying to do it all over the place. So I better get back to it. That's the other little tip as well. Don't take too long a break. So I'm going to chop and get on with it. Catch up with you soon. So from me, till next time, bye for now. Hello Richard and Julia. I'm in the allotment today, and I'm doing a bit of cutting back of brambles. Got all these brambles all over the place. I've only had this allotment since February, the end of February, so it's taking its time, but I'll like to do a little bit and do it often. So I'm doing this top end today. I just thought I'd have a quick break and make this video for you. So all this needs to come down. All this needs to be cleaned, especially as it's on the boundary with the neighbour. And you've got to keep neighbours happy, because as they say, good neighbours become good friends until you ask to borrow some money. But in the greenhouse, my grape is looking rather nice. Look at that. And got some flowers on the go here. Bit of lupin, bit of honesty plant, and they've loved this heat in here. Bit of cosmos as well. Look at that. They're ready to go out. And a bit of mint. I know I do love little mint. And a bit of a tip with mint is pick it off and put it into an ice cube tray with a bit of water, and then in the winter pop the ice cubes into your soups or into your teas, and then you have fresh garden mint in the depths of the cold winter, and it smells even this beautiful, really beautiful. So I've got peppers in. There's my peppers, looking nice and glorious. But like I said, I've had this plot since February, and there was a hell of a lot of stuff to do. All this grass needs to be cut down, but it'll get done. Just take on a small bit. Like I said, take a small bit on, do it, then move on to the next bit, rather than trying to do it all over the place. So I better get back to it. That's the other little tip as well. Don't take too long a break. So I'm going to chop and get on with it. Catch up with you soon. So from me, till next time, bye for now. Beautiful day on the allotment. Sadly, that's not my allotment. That's mine. But you'll see that tonight, because I've just sent you a little video. And I've tried to do it with the face and showing the garden, just to try and help people to see what you mean. Although I could do a Mark Burgess and just show you my nose. Yes, I'm in the allotment, as you can see. There you go. There's the, yeah, it is looking good.
Yeah, I haven't had time. I was going to do all this myself on my tablet.
There you are.
Can't do it on my phone.
You're the workers.
The desserts are here. You come and help yourself. You've got the desserts. There's some fruit platters there. And then there's a bit of cheese and biscuits after. Okay? You just come and help yourself. Just remember, there's somebody behind you who wants something. So just be
So that's the door. That's my feet. Lying on the bench.
Are they very expensive, this paper? Quite. Right, that's stuck down there. Are you going for a whole one? Yeah, okay. You go right to the end, Joe? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's all straight.
One of my neighbours was throwing out this cupboard, so I thought I'll have that for my shed. So I can put my papers on it, the cups of tea, and more importantly, the seeds, so I know where they are now. And it seems quite a secure thing. I don't think a lot of insects will get in. There's quite a good seal to it, and I can put my cup of tea on top. And now I can actually get my stove out. I've got to find where my stove is, but I could get that out now and put it there. And put all my tea things below. So the shed is now starting to take shape. Nice day, but unfortunately the potholes are just beyond me. I've got the radio on, which I've finished a bit of filming, and now I'm going home. Gather in. Well, in between the rain showers, I've started to dig out an edge, because this will be the fruit garden. But I'm slipping and sliding all over the place because it's been raining. But for the time being, we've got nice, beautiful sunshine. There's a storm brewing. Yeah. No, the bucket is in shot. when I took on this plot, there was this big pile of rubbish which was about double the size of what it is now. So I've burnt half. Now I'm getting ready for another one, which is there. Burn, baby, burn. So there's the red love apple tree going up to my shed. And new in this week are the broad beans and the cauliflowers, which seems to have established themselves really well. Won't be long now and the roses will be going in down the side, Queen Elizabeth roses. That's what it's looking like in November. I quite like this old 8mm filter. I think I'll keep it. Pity it didn't have the sound effects on it of the This is a view of the top end of my garden, so that's the rubbish pile, which I've nearly finished clearing. Greenhouse. And then the temporary compost bins, and further down there is what's ready for burning. And just beyond that is the red love apple tree, which I've brought down in the last week. It's quite big when you stand up here. And there's my shed down there. I'm just in the greenhouse and I'm harvesting some potatoes from the greenhouse bed. And there they are. New potatoes. They'll be beautiful tonight with a nice bit of butter. Beautiful. It's out. Look how long it is. Cup of tea time, I think. Good night, Amber. Good night, Topsy. Love you, Amber. Love you, Topsy. Look what has arrived in the garden. It's back. Beautiful on the allotment. Not staying, just come to get something from the shed. But look at that sunshine. Beautiful. Stunning. front Christmas party just started. I've been asked to give a song. Beautiful day today. I'm in the greenhouse. It's 16 degrees and I've just been sowing some onions. So I've sown Bedfordshire Champion, Red Baron, and next I will be sowing some Ailsa Craig. It's a tradition to sow onions on Boxing Day, and the reason behind it is because it's a good excuse to get out of the house and away from the family. That's the only reason I can think of. Are you sowing some onions today? Well, that's 2 videos in the can. Everything looking lovely. Lovely. There's lovely for you. In the old greenhouse. Not outside. It's wet. Oh, and there's my Belfast sink, which took bloody ages to get it here. So be glad you didn't have that one, because I think it might still be in the back of your van, because it was very heavy and took about 6 people. Storm in. Early each day to the steps of St. Paul's, the little old bird woman comes. In her own special way to the people she calls, come buy my bag full of crumbs. Come feed the little birds, show them you care, and you'll be glad if you do, 'cause the young ones are hungry, their nests are so bare, all it takes is 2pence from you. Feed the birds, 2pence a bag, 2pence, 2pence, 2pence a bag. Feed the birds, that's what she cries, 2pence, 2pence, 2pence a bag. Right, IDVerdi's been done, and every plot has to have a number. But it's not the responsibility of the plot holder, it's the responsibility of the club. And they've discovered that, like I said in the very beginning, the path should go all the way down there through the pile of rubbish connecting up to there, which is what I said. But they have information to say that this plot has been given up. But on their records, it's a full plot. What they don't know is whether the bloke next door owns this. According to their records, nobody owns this, and they want to put everything back to a full plot. So they've just been over. They're coming back with sticks and measurements. So it works out that this bit I've never paid for, which is what I said in the beginning. So it's frustrating, and Ron is completely backtracking on it, on everything that he said now. So we've agreed that if I move the rubbish here over to there, we're going to reinstate the path, so my plot will still be another 3 foot. I'm going to reinstate the path. They've agreed that all the rubbish that's down here can just be thrown back and put here. They're then going to get a skip, and they're going to get rid of it one Saturday morning, along with that large tree there, because that plot is going to be given up to somebody as well. But apparently it's part of the tenancy that they've got with IDVerdi, that they've got to do the labels, not the plot holders. So the path will go from here all the way down to there. So I'm losing all that, which is fine. Well, it's not fine, because I decided that the shed was going to go there. But anyway, so I'll still have this little tail end here, but at least all the rubbish will be gone. Ah, fuck. Just put my foot on a bit of wood with a nail in. I could feel it. One sec. Oh, I just put my foot on a nail. Right, what's happened is, this plot here, they haven't paid their rent. Therefore, it's a free plot. It's available. But I've always believed that this plot belongs to the same guy who's next door. but they've only paid for one plot. ID Verdi in their tenancies have said it's the club's responsibility for every plot to have a sign, not the plot holder. So they've discovered that I'm paying just for 2 straight plots, and that this arse end here belongs to next door, which is what I suspected at the very start. So what they want to do is they want to reinstate the path from here going all the way up to there, which is what I said in the beginning. But Ron said, no, this is all yours. But now he's completely denying that, because he can't remember what he even did 2 days ago, let alone a year ago. So I've said, I'm quite happy. I said, I'm not going to cause a fuss over 6 foot, especially if I'm not paying for it. So what's going to happen is, they've asked if I can move all this and basically throw it there. All the rubbish down here, which we sorted out, he said, yeah, I'm quite happy for you to throw it all back on the pile. So my plot will be clean in a few days. They're then going to get a skip and have a working party to get rid of all this stuff, and that large bay tree there, that might come down as well. So I've lost a bit of plot, but I haven't lost that much, to be honest, because look at the path there. I'm still going to get another 2 or 3 foot. But it's just something, I predicted this a year ago, where they were going, no, this is definitely yours. But whoever's got this plot, they don't realise that this is theirs as well. So they now want to put it back into a full plot. So from there all the way down to there. So they've gone to get a tape measure, and they're going to come to measure it. So it's slightly annoying, but at least it's got sorted now, and not when I've got a shed there. And so I'm going to throw all this stuff now over to that path at some point. But first of all, I'm going to clear my plot and put all the rubbish back. So it's not as bad as what. But they're all really confused down there. They don't know which plot is what. So this guy here might have been working this plot for years and only paying for one. So that's the story. It is an absolutely beautiful Sunday on the allotment, and I thought I would finally get around to planting the spring bulbs that I bought last autumn. In the past, I have discovered that you can plant bulbs up until the end of January, and they will still come into flower in that spring. So I've just thrown them on the floor here just to try and work out some form of a design. But the first things I'm going to plant are just in front of the shed. So here I've got some primroses and some daffodils, and if you find something in the back of the shed or greenhouse and you're not sure, give them a bit of a squeeze, and if there's still a bit of firmness, then you can still plant them. These are daffodil cheerfulness, which is a nice scented daffodil, and these primroses will go on top. So there's no great design to this. You could just throw them and plant them where they fall. I'm going to plant them in bunches of 4, I think. 1, 2, 3. No, if I do bunches of 3, then I can stretch them a bit further. So I'll put these in first, and then the primroses will go on top. Well, unfortunately, my plans have been scuppered because look, the ground is frozen. Let me see if I can try. I can't. It's absolutely like a block of ice. So, bulb planting, I think, will be put on hold. What happened there was, I was in the greenhouse reading a book and I forgot how cold it was. It's nice and toasty in the greenhouse. Suddenly thought, I'll plant those bulbs. Come out, and then the harsh realities of life is that, yes, it's still winter. So I will have to just do it another day. I've put them back into the greenhouse now. It was quite a busy site this morning, but now everybody's gone home and it's beautiful. Just the silence of me and the birds. Wonderful. Right, put this on. Right. Oh, let's get in there. Feels like it's going to start raining. A friend of mine was throwing this out, so I said I can use that. It's a 3-bin affair, and I thought I could use these to put some, maybe some birdseed in. Birdseed, vermiculite, and grow more. It's all about recycling. Just gotta find somewhere to put it now. Well, I've just finished making a few little videos, which you'll see in the coming days. Right, not much else to do down here. It's actually starting to rain, and somebody's just told me the rain is due to set in for the rest of the day. So I'm going to head home. I'm hoping in the next few days it will brighten up just very slightly so I can get those daffodil bulbs in. That was really annoying. I'd set all those times putting them out, working out the colours, and then, well, as you saw. Right, I'm going to pop home and have a nice warm cup of tea. So from me until then, bye for now. Just noticed far more onions are popping up, which look really good. Look what has arrived in the garden. It's back. Beautiful on the allotment, not staying, just come to get something from the shed. But look at that sunshine. Beautiful. Stunning. Well, that's 2 videos in the can. Everything looking lovely, lovely. There's lovely for you in the old greenhouse. not outside. It's wet. Oh, and there's my Belfast sink, which took bloody ages to get it here. So be glad you didn't have that one, because I think it might still be in the back of your van, because it was very heavy and took about 6 people. Storm in. Early each day to the steps of St. Paul's, the little old bird woman comes. In her own special way to the people she calls, come buy my bag full of crumbs. Come feed the little birds, show them you care, and you'll be glad if you do, 'cause the young ones are hungry, the nests are so bare, all it takes is tuppence from you. Feed the birds, tuppence a bag, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Feed the birds, that's what she cries, tuppence, tuppence, tuppence a bag. Fuck. Just put my foot on a bit of wood with a nail in. I could feel it. Oh, sorry. tulips, Devonish, tulips ballerina. What's that one? That's a daffodil as well. Daffodil, daffodil. I hope you're out and about today. Beautiful day. It's even quite warm. I had to take my pullover off. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is my allotment. The weeds have shot up in the last fortnight since I've been away from the plot. So how was the place in the woods? So the task I'm going to start with is to weed this flower bed here in front of the plot, which is on the side of the gate. So the first task I want to do is to get on and weed this bed here by the side of the gate, just the one side. I'll do the other side, I'll see how I feel. And one of the reasons why I want to do that is to show off the flowers, also to make it look nice. But this is the Rose Queen Elizabeth. I want to show that off to the best of its ability. Beautiful day on the allotment today. Nice and sunny. About 20 minutes ago, everybody has left for dinner. But I'm having mine delivered to the gate. But it's a wonderful day. You won't be able to see it there on the phone. There is a windmill there, which I'm hoping to go and visit at some point. Right, I can see my food turning up, so I'm going to go and have my dinner. Hope you're enjoying this sunshine as well. Beautiful. What's your day like? It's absolutely beautiful. I've got the whole site to myself. But I'm going home now because I'm quite hungry. What's it like down in old sunny Worthing?